Come on, fellas, out. Out, let's go. Out. All right. Okay, gentlemen, you received your instructions. Therefore, I expect a clean, professional bout. Okay, good luck. Touch goes like you can.
The issue tonight is, can Vasquez land solidly? What happens to Pernell Whitaker if he does?
I think one of the keys, Larry, is going to be whose jab is more effective early. If Whitaker can counter that stiff jab, it's going to be a big Whitaker night.
Pernell has a light sweat going in the upper body. Gill appears properly warmed up. Vasquez is dry as a bone.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. I always warm my fighters up very well before the bell rang.
Round one begins. Pernell walks briskly across the ring to get it started. Vasquez fires the jab a couple of times. And now Pernell immediately begins to duck and unlimber himself. And he takes a body shot from Vasquez to start it off. Scouting report on Vasquez says plodding, slow-footed, and straightforward. Whitaker hammers him with a left to the body.
And Jim, for the uninitiated, they're both southpaws. So if people don't like southpaws, they can look in the mirror and watch this fight.
Pretty good idea. Face the screen toward the mirror, turn around, watch the mirror, and you're watching two conventional fighters, huh, Gil?
Yes, and Vasquez already has some redness around his right eye. But he was able to get off with a nice combination there, Jim.
But Pernell has pumped the jab into that right eye a couple times, and you're right, there's a red spot to the outside of the eye early here in the first round.
Come on, step back, come on, let him go, right, step back, quick.
Pernell is letting Vasquez know that he's not going to be able to pull him around. And that clinch on the inside, kept clubbing with that right hand.
Pernell promised all week that he would dance and showboat. Right now, he's fighting Julio Cesar Vasquez much the way he fought his two fights with Buddy McGirt, standing in front of the opponent, in the wheelhouse, ducking, slipping, and then firing back from odd angles.
Well, he told us that he's always going to be in the position to touch Vasquez, which means he's going to be looking to slip and counter. He's not running.
Pernell holding that right hand very low, Gil. What will that mean against the southpaw?
He just got countered with a punch, as you mentioned that, Jim. Very dangerous. And now they're exchanging those jabs, and Vasquez landed a couple of good stiff jabs.
If you're training Whitaker, do you tell him to get that right hand farther up, Gil?
If I was training Whitaker, I'd be telling him to use a lot more lateral movement and pump that jab and keep it up. You're right. Pull that right elbow in so that hand stays up.
Right now, he's inviting Vasquez to slug with him, isn't he?
Well, he's trying to beat him in his own game. But he did hint to us that he was going to do this, Jim.
Roundhouse left for Whitaker was a glancing blow. Tries to dig to the body again. Vasquez has been able to find Whitaker a few times, but by and large, Pernell controlled the action in the round. And as we go to Vasquez's corner, where the dominant language is Spanish, our interpreter is Hector Garcia.
How you doing? Are you okay? Loosen up and don't fall down. Don't fall down. Don't lean forward and stand up straight. Take it easy. Give him water. Just take it easy.
All right? Well, look, that was a beautiful round. That was a good round. Let's just keep it going. Now you know you're hard to hit now. All right? We're doing good, baby. We're doing very good with that round. All right? Stay relaxed. That's all. Stay relaxed. Small circle. Punch and turn. Punch and turn. All right? Let's go. Move out, baby.
Now, by stepping in with Vasquez, Pernell Whitaker has already showed him that he'll have to pay a price if he comes at him too recklessly, and that can be important if Whitaker could use that to dominate the fight in boxing terms.
Vasquez spent the period between rounds, Gil, with his hands hanging down at his sides almost all the way to the floor.
Well, that's a big mistake here, Jim. You're supposed to rest your hands on your lap, let them relax. By keeping those hands hanging down, the muscles get tight, and his arms could get tired.
Whitaker landed more than half his jabs in round number 1.
Are you a little surprised, Gil, that Vasquez is landing that jab fairly often?
Well, yes, I'm surprised a little bit, Larry, but you know, Whitaker now, as we had mentioned earlier, had put on that extra weight, and he's not quite as quick as I've seen him in the past.
Vasquez swinging twice hard with the left, missing both times. Whitaker, as is his custom, gets around behind the opponent and grabs him to stop the action. That's one of the things that makes a lot of Pernell opponents violently angry.
That was a nice counter before by Vasquez over that low right hand, Jim, of Pernell.
Whitaker missed with the left.
But Jim, are we seeing a different Whitaker tonight? He's really not moving on his legs at all.
I think this has been coming for years. It's been progressing for the past few years of his career. Less and less foot movement, less and less reliance on his great legs, more and more standing inside and just daring the opponent to try to find it.
Right now, he's trying to psych Vasquez out.
Let him go. Let him go.
Hard left uppercut by Whitaker.
Get back.
Vasquez beginning to look awkward now as Whitaker starts to control the flow of the fight even more than was the case in the opening minutes.
No punching, no punching. Get back.
Left hand lead from Whitaker. Brought it down from around the belt line, and Vasquez never saw that punch coming.
Hey, look, you got to put a little more punch over this guy. A few more punches, all right? Look, early, man. I know.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you
yeah.
get these rounds in the back. That's right. You want to get them in the back. I'm going to pick it up. Use the jab. Give me a little bit more jabs, all right? That's all I'm asking for. A little bit more jabs, all right? And look, you got good head movement, and you hit the guy anytime you want to, okay? But do not let this guy get ahead of you, okay? Just stay one.
Just take it easy. Don't hesitate. And keep using that right hand. Don't anticipate. You're just as fast as he is. Don't anticipate. Don't, just take it easy. I'm asking you. Keep you moving your head, move the head, and move your legs.
Vasquez has been snorting in the ring like a bull, and this is a bull and bullfighter type fight, except that Whitaker carries darts rather than a sword.
Hard body shot by Vasquez. Whitaker down on flat feet. Not up, switching from side to side, making Vasquez observe his angles. Rather, he stays straight in front of the Argentine.
One thing that Whitaker does very well, Jim, he changes his height. He's got that, he can bend those knees, he gets very low and come back up again. That certainly can confuse a fighter. Not too many guys do that.
He also has that quality you see in so many of the great fighters, Gil, the ability to keep his eyes open inside without blinking and find openings where other fighters may not find them.
That's the whole object. It is beautiful. Straight left hand by was just perfect. Pernell Whitaker.
Jim, what you just described is what George Foreman says is standing in the pocket, sort of like a quarterback. who lets all the turmoil